Can you solve all these Class 2 English Chapter 1 First Day at School questions? Figure out. Bravo! Find out is the answer.
Baby of a dog. Smart move. Puppy is an accurate answer.
Knee-boarhood.
Perfect. Getch is the correct choice. Stairs means dash. Nice selection. Uyuks fixedly and I is the correct and valid answer.
First day at dash. Smart pick. School is the correct choice.
Ice cream is dash. Correct response. Cold is the most accurate answer. Who was the teacher? You got it? Your choice, Mr. Apple, is right. Learning is important. Excellent choice. Yes is the right answer. Expansion of del. Well picked. They will is the correct answer. Plural form of book. Well reasoned. Books is the correct choice. Change the number. Book. Great job. Books is the accurate answer. Sarah helped Lily dash. On track. With her homework is the correct answer. Who took Neha to school? Good job. Mummy works well here. A gran in the poem means. Nice work. You chose grandmother, and it is correct. Lily went to school dash. Great thinking. Babas is the right choice. Opposite of small is dash. Valid point. Big is true. A baby dog is called dash. You chose puppy, and it is correct. Opposite of happy is dash. Right choice. Sad is the best answer. Another word for stomach. Right again. Tummy is a valid answer. Change the gender. Father. You're right. Mother is the correct answer. The child's pet is a dash. Exactly, puppy. Makes sense.
Neha waved goodbye to Dash.
Good thinking. Mummy is the right answer.
Select the correct spelling.
Strong choice. Wonder is the right answer. Write the opposite word. Day. Sharp thinking. Night is the right choice. How did George make a mess?
Clear logic. Your choice. He spilled the paint is sound.
What color is Sarah's hair? Excellent. Pink is a brilliant choice. How we wish in the morning. Solid response. Good morning is a valid choice. Opposite of morning is dash. Correct. Evening is the right answer. What is the plural of book? Nicely done. Books is a solid answer. Neha's teacher was very dash. Well done. Nice is the right choice. Who is the pet of the child? Exactly. Puppy makes sense. Rhyming word of look is dash. You chose cook, and it is correct. What is the assignment about? Solid response. Writing is a valid choice. Choose the synonym of sheeny. Good thinking. Bright is the right answer. Who is the girl in the lesson? Smart pick. Neha is the correct choice. My father's brother is my dash. Nicely done. Uncle is a solid answer. Change the gender grandmother. Nice selection. Grandfather is the correct and valid answer. Choose the antonym of scared. Smart move. Confident is an accurate answer. Opposite word of full is dash. You got it. Your choice empty is right. Mummy gets dash as I walk away. Well done. Smaller is the right choice. Choose the antonym of nervous. Excellent. Calm is a brilliant choice. What did Mummy make for tiffin? Great thinking. Sandwiches is the right choice. Choose the synonym of pattern. Sharp thinking. Design is the right choice. What did Neha play in the garden? Correct. Hide and seek and football is the right answer. Opposite word of mother is dash. Clear logic. Your choice father is sound. Fill in the blanks dash breakfast. Well reasoned. Eating is the correct choice. Fill in the blanks dash in class. Strong choice. Studying is the right answer. What did Sarah ask to Lily first? Good job. Are you new here? Works well here. Neha was feeling dash in the end. Right again. Happy is a valid answer. How did Lily feel about the crowd? Nice work. You chose overwhelmed and it is correct. Which one is the correct spelling? You're right. Nervous is the correct answer. It is bad to see your friends again. Great job. False is the accurate answer. Dash is having first day at school. Correct response. Rani is the most accurate answer. Neha was getting ready to go to Dash. Valid point. The school is true. Which of these is spelled correctly? Excellent choice. Nervous is the right answer. Fill in the blanks dash from school. Bravo. Returning is the answer. How was Neha feeling in the morning? Well picked. Scared and excited is the correct answer. Find out the verb from the following. Perfect. Dance is the correct choice. Pick the action word in the following. On track. Jump is the correct answer. New word from the word hippopotamus. Right choice. All of these is the best answer. The teacher plans interesting lessons. Right choice. True is the best answer. Fill in the blanks dash with friends. On track. Sharing is the correct answer. Who was waiting for Neha at the gate? Exactly. Her mother makes sense. What color was Neha's new pencil box? Nice selection. Green is the correct and valid answer. Did the child carry his pet to school? Excellent choice. No is the right answer. Who is the main character of the story? Smart pick. Neha is the correct choice. The assignment is about reading a story. Valid point. False is true. Who says, "I don't feel so grown up, Dots"? You chose Rani, and it is correct. What did George find to clean the mess? Great job. A mop is the accurate answer. How did the student find the assignment? Correct response. Interesting is the most accurate answer. How did Neha feel at the end of the day? Well done. Happy is the right choice. First day at school was written by Dash. Excellent. Alien Fisher is a brilliant choice. When we leave a place, we greet with Dash. Strong choice. Goodbye is the right answer. What are the vowels in the word another? Good job, A, and the works well here. What does the child want to take with him? Perfect. Puppy is the correct choice. I looked at my shiny Dash and the new Dash. Sharp thinking. Shoes and school bag is the right choice. Neha made many new friends. True or false? Solid response. True is a valid choice. What games did the children play at school? Bravo! Hide and seek and football is the answer. The boy wondered if his Dash as good as theirs. Clear logic. Your choice drawing is sound. At the beginning of the story, Neha was Dash. You got it. Your choice scared is right. Neha drew patterns and colored Dash shapes. Right again. Animal is a valid answer. Things you will carry in your school bag Dash. Nicely done. Books is a solid answer. The child wanted to carry his Dash to school. You're right. Puppy is the correct answer. The student can see his friends before school. Well picked. False is the correct answer. The child in the poem thinking about his Dash. Good thinking. Drawing is the right answer. What had George been invited to school to be? Correct. A special helper is the right answer. At recess, George made sure everyone had a Dash. Smart move. Ball is an accurate answer. Neha began to dash, holding Mummy's hand tightly. Well reasoned. Cry is the correct choice. What all games did Neha play in the playground? Great thinking. Hide and seek is the right choice. Who says, "I will be here when you come out"? Nice work. You chose Mummy, and it is correct. Where do students go in the morning on weekdays? Excellent choice. School is the right answer. Neha's mother gave her favorite Dash for lunch. Good job. Sandwiches works well here. Which thing you cannot carry in your school bag? Right choice. Toy car is the best answer. When did the students suggest to start the class? Bravo. Next week is the answer. Choose the plural form of the given word. Watch. You're right. Watches is the correct answer. Choose the correct meaning of the word. Pattern. You chose design, and it is correct. What is the English meaning of the word inside? Sharp thinking. Inside is the right choice. Select the noun in this sentence. Ram is sleeping. Solid response. Ram is a valid choice. There were dash new pencils inside her pencil box. Great job. 4 is the accurate answer. Choose the article. Yesterday, he gave me an apple. Strong choice. N is the right answer. Brush, brush, brush your dash. Brush then every day. Good thinking. Teeth is the right answer. The children drew dash and colored animal shapes. Great thinking. Patterns is the right choice. Who drove the narrator to school on the first day? Perfect. Mother is the correct choice. Choose the name of the thing which is in the box. Valid point. Pencil is true. Whose hand Rani is holding while walking to school? Correct. Mummy is the right answer. Who is the poet of the poem? First day at school. Right again. Alan Fisher is a valid answer. Who was the narrator's best friend in the classroom? Excellent. Ali is a brilliant choice. Look, it's a dashed. It's got lots B, a dash of teeth. Smart move. Shark B sharp is an accurate answer. Today they are at the farm Ave dash. It's very B dash. Exactly. Again B, exciting makes sense. Whom does the child compare to his mother and granny? Well picked. Teacher is the correct answer. How did Lily feel when she arrived at the new school? Well done. Nervous and happy is the right choice.
I wonder if my dash will be as good as theirs.
Smart pick. Drawing is the correct choice. How many pencils did Nia have in her new pencil box? On track. 4 is the correct answer. How does the student feel at the first day of school? Correct response. Tired is the most accurate answer. Neha told Mummy how they P dash and HE dash each other. Clear logic. Your choice played and helped is sound. Which of the following do you carry in your school bag? Nice work. You chose sharpener and it is correct. Who took the narrator to the classroom on the first day? You got it? Your choice, Mrs. Sarah, is right. When school ended, Mummy was at the gate. True or false? Well reasoned. True is the correct choice. The child wonders about this teacher will look like dash. Nicely done. Mom or Gran is a solid answer. Do you remember your first day at school? How did you feel? Nice selection. Happy is the correct and valid answer. What did the narrator and Sarim do during the lunch break? Well reasoned. Played catch is the correct choice. Find out the naming word from the sentence Tina is beautiful. Perfect. Tina is the correct choice. Which word is made using the letters of the word elephant? Well picked. Ant is the correct answer. What do they do in maths? They a dash difficult B dash. Nice work. You chose drum art and it is correct. What subject did the narrator enjoy the most on the first day? Correct. Science is the right answer. The child in the poem wonder if his teacher will look like dash. Nicely done. Mom or gran is a solid answer. The children are atta. Dash today they've got B dash and maths. Clear logic. Your choice school B science is sound. Choose the correct option that is written in alphabetical order. Good job. Black, blade, blame, blank works well here. What did the narrator's mother help with before going to school? Well done. Putting on clothes is the right choice. When mother loves me and give a sweet, at that time I become dash. You got it. Your choice happy is right. What did George do to get new colors when the class was painting? Strong choice. Mix the paints is the right answer. I have to go inside alone. There are many new dash all around me. Bravo. Faces is the answer.
My drawing will be as good as theirs. Dash who refers to theirs.
You chose other students, and it is correct. This poem is about dash before he goes on the first day to school. On track. What a child thinks is the correct answer. How did the narrator feel about the school lunch on the first day? Nice selection. Delicious is the correct and valid answer. John wants to play the A dash. He has B dashes at the music club. Valid point. Guitar B lesson is true. Susan was a dash for school yesterday. The teacher wasn't B dash. Right again. Letib happy is a valid answer. Find out the verb in the following sentence. Raju is laughing with friends. Smart pick. Laughing is the correct choice. The principal said, "It looks like Mr. Apple has a whole class full of dash." Solid response. Helpers is a valid choice. Neha waved goodbye to her mother and walked inside the classroom with a dash. Excellent. Smile is a brilliant choice. What was the name of the boy the narrator sat beside on the first day of school? Anna. Sharp thinking. Sarim is the right choice. The poem, First Day at School, is about dash before he goes to school on the first day. Exactly. What a child thinks makes sense. Yesterday, Sally and her class visited a dash. There were lots of B dash and S and plants. Smart move. Farm animal is an accurate answer. Choose the correct pronoun from the given sentence. Did you see Ron? He is from Bangalore. Excellent choice. Both A and C is the right answer. Close your dash, please. Good thinking. Bag is the right answer. Choose the correct option. Right choice. Eraser is the best answer. What does Kim want to do with Anna? Great thinking. She wants to play is the right choice. How does Kim feel on the first day at school? You're right. She feels scared is the correct answer. Choose Rani's expression in the given picture. Correct response. Happy is the most accurate answer. What is the English meaning of the word tight? Great job.
Tight is the accurate answer.
Who will be waiting for Rainy after school gets over?
Smart pick. Rani's mummy is the correct choice.
Where does Rani's mummy stay after reaching the school?
Valid point. Outside the school is true.
What are the means of transport mentioned in the story?
Correct. Bus, car, rickshaw, cycle is the right answer.
We use I think, the thinks, or she thinks to talk about a person's dash.
Strong choice. Opinion is the right answer.
The girl is wearing a dress and high-heeled shoes. I think it's dash because she works in a hospital.
Solid response. Strange is a valid choice. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Bravo. Contact Narayan Changdar on Facebook is the answer.